So Micah Parsons, apparently there's no stranger to being in the media about wanting to play offense. Both on the Rich Eisen podcast, he talked about that, how, maybe the coaching staff didn't see his vision. And also over there, NFL Network with the Playmaker, where he said basically he could play at any level in this game. So what we're going to do today is I'm going to give you two of my craziest predictions when it comes to Kellen Moore this year and what we're going to see when it comes to some football, y'all. So y'all tap in today, baby. It's your favorite Cowboy cousin, BG, the Cowboys Unifier, baby. We are talking today my two crazy Kellen Moore predictions for this season, baby. Shout out to Lady Vice. Beast from the 717. If you didn't know, she already made a song about a household name in Micah Parsons. You know who's becoming the face of the NFL? Where the bullies get bullied. From the 717, where the bullies get bullied. We're going to be talking about 7-Eleven. How many of y'all go shopping at 7-Eleven? 7-Eleven is open 24 hours, right? Yeah, we're going to talk about it today, baby. Let's let these notifications go out. Let's let this room fill up, baby. Man, I got all kind of stuff to give away. Matter of fact, what side is it on? Here we go. Y'all see that right there? That's up for grabs. Salute the service, Jason Witten jersey today. Who will be the top star giver for the month of June? Well, it's two ladies and a dude right now. So shout out to the Dallas Diva at number 3. Shout out to King Sharon at number 2. And shout out to Michelle Thompson from Northern California. That Bay Area. They are the top 3 right now star givers for the month of June. So who's going to win that jersey? I don't know. Our star goal here today is very lofty. It's very lofty. We're looking at 15,000 stars here today, but I got 3 things to give away at 3 different intervals. So y'all tune in today. We got some things to give away, but I want to talk to y'all about 2 of my craziest predictions when it comes to Kellen Moore, because it's there, y'all. Y'all going to have to hear me out. You're going to have to hear this story here today on crazier things when it comes to Kellen Moore, baby. Micah Parsons has been in the news, man, talking about he want to play offense. I shared some information in my secret supporter group over there today already of highlights of Micah Parsons, number 23, Harrisburg High School in Pennsylvania. He was basically running the rock. I mean, he's only the NFL's fastest man. He's already beat Nick Chubb, and Tyreek, the little cheetah. Well, the lion of the jungle reigns all supreme, baby. And we talking about that here today along with Trayvon Diggs. Because let alone for Micah Parsons maybe being on the other side of the ball. When you talk about Trayvon Diggs, there's some things maybe some Cowboy fans don't know about our guy Trayvon Diggs and how he transcended from one position to the next. So we're going to be talking about how these two guys are built differently here today. On the end of the month, baby, it is June 30th, 2:42 on the West Coast. The best coast. And we talking about Micah Parsons, we talking about Trayvon Diggs, and I'm talking about 2 of my craziest Kellen Moore predictions that you going to ever hear of way too early here today. So y'all know the drill, man. If you're watching for the first time, do me a favor, leave me a comment. Let me know where you're tapping in from, baby. We are live in the gym. And like I said, as I preface the conversation opening up, Micah Parsons has been on the Rich Eisen podcast months ago talking about being on offense. He was on the NFL Network where both him and Trayvon Diggs were interviewed, and I already shared that video in my secret supporter group over there today. So if you want to get that info free first, baby, hit that green badge. Become a subscriber here today. But I shared that over in the supporter group here earlier today. He shared with the playmaker Michael Irvin. He feels he could play any position on any side of the ball. So does that have anything to do with my craziest predictions here today? Yeah, pretty much. But before we get in too deep, baby, let's see who's rolling with us here today. Y'all know the deal, green badges. Before you get in the gym and start posting up, make sure you break that sweat. Come on, man. I need my shares, baby. We're going to develop this built different muscle here today. Let's get some shout outs, see who's rolling with us here today, baby. King Sharon is in the building. Like I said, King Sharon is in second place for them stars here today. So Facebook is still running those stars here today. Starfest ends tonight, baby. Make sure and go get your stars if you're going to want to be able to participate. Once we hit our first star goal of 5,000 stars here today, I got this cup. Now, you know, there's some big kids out there and there's some little kids out there. So guess what? This cup could go for both. You know what I mean? You can put it in your man cave, put it in your she shed. You can put some milk in it, some juicy juice, or even, you know, some of that cowboy drink out there that my girl Marie Wanderson likes to make down there. You know, that doomsday drink she makes, that all blue drink. I see it, Marie out there. So when we hit 5,000 stars here today, this is going to be given away. Have no fear. All stars matter here. So even if you're not in the running for the jersey here today, all the stars go towards that jersey. So if you're participating today, make sure and go take advantage of that. As we get into our content here today, let's get some more shout outs. What up, Tommy Carico? I see you, baby. Appreciate all the green badges in. What up, Gregory? I see you, baby. DMV is in the building. Shout out to the DMV area. Shout out to my girl, the Dallas Diva from the River City Dallas Cowboys fan club out there in the Virginia area. I see you, Gregory, riding in the building. Green badges there. What up, Matt Smith? Appreciate y'all tuning in here today. Anthony Cottrell checking in from Euless, Texas. I know where that's at, baby. Right there next to Irvin, right over there next to Arlington, over there by GP. I see you, baby. I know where Euless, Texas is at. What up, Bradley Smith? I see you, Green Badge, checking in here today. But we're talking about Micah Parsons. We're talking about Trayvon Diggs. But I'm going to give you my two craziest predictions here. And the first one, you're like, yeah, well, we probably already maybe heard that. But you're not going to believe my second one, y'all. Because I think a lot of Cowboy fans are asleep when it comes to our guy Diggs. And, you know, that's part of our mission here today is to make sure Dallas Cowboy fans are educated and informed, you know what I mean, on all things when it comes to our Dallas Cowboys. We're built differently here. We got about 30 days before camp kicks off, right? Less than a month now. You know, the dates for camps and all of that stuff has been put out now. We've shared those dates here too as well. You know, it's going to be crowded out there in Oxnard. So shout out to everybody. There's going to be boots on ground out there in Oxnard. If you're planning on going to training camp, do me a favor, turn on your notifications. So I'm going to have a special guest here talking about boots on ground intel when it comes to training camp. And if you've seen the HBO special when it came to Hard Knocks with Dallas Cowboys last year, he was actually the first guy coming in the gates at training camp when they opened up. So shout out to my man Pat out there with DCSC. We're going to have my man Pat up here at some point. We got to lock down a date, but he's going to give y'all some boots on ground intel as we talk about this built different Dallas Cowboy fan base, and we talk about my two crazy predictions. So first off, my first crazy prediction is, Micah Parsons is going to be on the offensive side of the ball at some point. Now you're going to say, well, why are we even talking about this? Why does this even matter? I want you to hold that thought. Mike McCarthy was brought here to win a Super Bowl. Kellen Moore was retained here and paid here to be the offensive coordinator. Both of them are literally in the hot seat this year. So what does that mean? Well, most like all NFL players, when you're on a contract year, what happens? LVE. How many of y'all remember Leighton Vander Esch? You know, the guy that's always nicked up, you know, I can't drive 55. That guy, right? Number 55. Been banged up pretty much. There was a lot of hype and surrounding him when he was drafted in 2018. But his last year, you know what I mean? He's on a contract year, baby. So he had to play. He's got the ball out. That's just the latest example. So when it comes to Kellen Moore and it comes to Mike McCarthy, are they going to open up the playbook a little bit more? Are we going to see a Micah Parsons on the offensive side of the ball? He already came out and said he wants to play offense. This is not something we just grabbing like Jerry Jones and say out of thin air. But get in the stars game here today, baby. First 5,000 stars here today. You're going to qualify you to get in the running for this cup here, baby, for your man cave, your she shed, what have you. If you're tapping in here for the first time today, baby, leave me a comment. Let me know where you're watching from. But that's my first craziest prediction when it comes to Kellen Moore. We're going to see the bully from the 717. Would the bullies get bullied? He's going to be on the offensive side of the ball. Now, maybe he might not touch the ball. Maybe he might line up as a decoy. I don't know. But if you go back to his high school highlights, you know, it's funny about this number 23, right? You know, that sack record, he said he's coming out to chase at number 23, right? Anybody following what I'm saying? Any of my Cowboy cousins vibrating here with me here today as we talk about Micah Parsons? You know, my two crazy predictions for Kellen Moore. I'm telling you, he's going to put Micah Parsons on the offensive side of the ball. I mean, Micah Parsons is the fastest man in the NFL. Now, I already hear it. Here come all the Cowboy Homer fans. Here come all the fans. Here come all the haters, especially too. Man, we can't put Micah Parsons on this offensive side of the ball, man. He work too much. Gonna get hurt, man. Man. We can't do it. Burn Kellen Moore playbook down if it happened. I can see my delusional Cowboy fans coming out talking that mess now. I get it. I see you on one side of the token, but if you seen number 23 when it came to Micah Parsons at Harrisburg High School in Pennsylvania, you know, it's 7 would the bullies get bullied. That boy was running over folks and outrunning folks, in case you didn't see him out there at the Pro Bowl in Las Vegas, baby. You know where the Super Bowl's going to be in a couple of years. I see King Sharon is in the building, baby. How we doing there? He says, honestly, I would like to see it, but Kellen will have to come up with a hell of a scheme because the other team will know unless he is a decoy. I don't know, man. Before you say that, King Sharon, I hope you've seen that video I shared over there, because if you've seen the highlights of this young man, I mean, even the writers at DallasCowboys.com have came out and talked about him being on the offensive side of the ball. This whole concept, let's just snatch it out of thin air, as Jerry Jones might say. But that ain't even the top one here yet. Now, when we get to the second crazy prediction here today, baby, I'm telling you, it's a possibility. You know, when you got Kellen Moore on the books, literally, you know what I mean? It's a Super Bowl, a bust for the Dallas Cowboys this season. You know, the history of one and dones, all of that. We can't get ready for the playoffs. These guys ain't ready. You know, that narrative that's out there. I believe we're going to see some radical changes when it comes to something this year. Why not? Not like we need a running back or anything. You know, I know we got Tony Pollard. I mean, Tony Pollard probably going to be in the slot a lot. And we're going to get to that in a little bit further, because the reason why this even supports it even more, I mean, you're going to have Michael Gallup out now. They're saying week 3. Possibly to week 7. Well, let me ask y'all this. Who's the number one receiver? Just so happens that maybe CeeDee Lamb's off the field for a couple of plays. We know he's been thwarted into the wide receiver 1 spot. But who else are we going to throw the ball to if both Michael Gallup and CeeDee Lamb is not here? Scroll back to the video catalog. We talked about that already here. Who is Dak going to target? You know, I don't know. Dalton Schultz may not be there either. There's talks about the Cowboys and his contract talks not going anywhere. So this is a high probability, right? I mean, it's a no-brainer if you ask me. If you go back and you see these high school highlights of Micah Parsons at Harrisburg High School, they're number 23, like we've been talking about. You know, that sack record, just like the amount of folks who got riding with us here today. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case. Decoy or not. If you know Micah Parsons and if you listen to that interview with the playmaker, Michael Irvin, when both him and Trayvon Diggs were sitting down there and they were talking about this, and Micah, you know, and the playmaker basically told him, look, man, you're talking about playing all these other positions. And Micah basically said, look, I can play at any level, at any position, essentially. I mean, the guy's confidence is like Dak Prescott, right? Through the roof. But shout out to everybody here rolling with me today, baby. We got a 5,000 star goal here today. Get in the game. I know a lot of folks don't want to give their stars because they think Michelle already won the jersey. Well, I thought King Sharon said he had some kind of plan or something. But anyway, we're live here today. So first goal here is at 5,000. Our goal is to get to 15,000 stars here today so we can bust that 80,000 stars here out the gate. I'm telling you, things are only going to go and get better. How many of y'all like Tyron Smith? Oh, autograph mini helmet here. So that might be at the next level. I don't know, but we got this cup here for the first level. So help me get to my star goal of 5,000 stars. Top star earner today. Should we hit 5,000 stars, it's going to win this cup. Now you can put it in your she shed, your man cave. You can put some drink in it, or some milky milk, or some juicy juice, or maybe some of that 8 beer out there from Troy Aikman, right? He's been going around campaigning on. As I tell y'all about my 2 craziest predictions when it comes to Kellen Moore this year. Number 1 was we're going to see Micah Parsons on the offensive side of the ball, either as a decoy or as a receiver. I mean, I don't know. The guy essentially wants to do whatever it takes to win a game. I mean, He was essentially moved to defensive end and basically got a whole bunch of other sacks as a result, right? So I don't know. Time is going to tell. We still got a long time to go before September 8th. But I'm anxious to see what's going to happen in camp and what kind of reports we're getting out of camp. Because maybe that might give us some kind of indication, just like Tony Pollard being reported in the slot out there at the star during OTAs. I'm still waiting on that, man. Who we going to pass to if Dalton Schultz ain't there, Gallup ain't there, and Lamb ain't there? Who's the number one option on this team after that? Who's the number 4 option, essentially? Can we get that narrowed down here today, baby? Because I'm going to get to my second prediction. Let's get some more shout-outs. What up, Olivia? I see you. How you doing? Oh, she's talking to Marco. Must be a scam bot over there. Y'all know how y'all try to get real friendly in these comments. Man, I'm telling you, scam bots out here, scammers, the cash apps, all the folks, they is on these posts. Tough. So if y'all see one out there doing something they shouldn't do, just let me know. What up, Lee Harrison? I see you, baby. Y'all know the drill. If you're tapping in for the first time, do me a favor, tap in. Let me know where you're watching from. But Brandon King Sharon is alluding to it right there. So I would love to see Trayvon at wide receiver for a few plays. Is that too far-fetched? I think King Sharon on here trying to steal my thunder, baby. But it's all good because he hit the nail right on the head. And if you know Brandon Reddock, you know Reddock Construction, that's my cowboy cousin right there. If you need some A-frames on your house, you need some construction done, anything out there, y'all need to go see my man Brandon Reddock right there as he talk about Reddock Construction says he wants to see Trayvon Diggs as a wide receiver. Why would he say such a thing like that? Is any of my other smart cowboy fans here rolling with me today know what he's alluding to? What up, John Leedy? I see he says, Micah Parsons, 717, my brother is a beast. He will make a great offensive player. I mean, if you haven't seen the highlights, I put them in the supporter groups. All the green badges here. I'm going to work for you, baby. Go over there and check it out. He even took the clip of him being interviewed by the playmaker and put it in the secret group there too as well, where he basically told the playmaker he could play at any level on any position. As you see, the NFL and the Dallas Cowboys are making Instagram posts about number 11 essentially transcending the game. Because he's truly built different. Or as they put on their Instagram post, Micah Parsons is just different. It's built different, if you know what I'm saying. And so is our guy, Trayvon Diggs. So why is that? Hey, Michelle Thompson, how you doing? That's the top star earner right there. She's at number 1 with 15K on the book. She said she is smitten with Witten. She actually won that ball cap there yesterday. So shout out to Michelle for winning that training camp ball cap right there. You see it hanging up on her potential jersey there. Here's mine here too as well. So shout out to at training camp. Shout out to Lids. As we talk about training camp here, these are the official on-field merchandise of the Cowboys. You can go to Lids and get them today. I actually went into Lids and got mine. That's where Michelle got hers that she won. So appreciate you tuning in with me here today, Michelle, as we talk about my 2 craziest predictions when it comes to Kellen Moore. Tim Miller says, Diggs played receiver in high school. Ding, 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 ding. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. You know, you'd be surprised how many Cowboy fans still don't even know Tony Pollard wasn't a running back at the University of Memphis. Can I get an amen? If you're rolling here today and you just caught the BDG Holy Ghost and you didn't know that Tony Pollard wasn't a traditional running back at the University of Memphis, can I get an amen? Can you raise your hand, please? What up, Mike Rock? I see you, baby, tapping in right there. You right. Hat is dope. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Roger McClendon says Parsons all day, Cowboys all day. Appreciate you checking in. Y'all know the drill. If you're tapping in here for the first time, do me a favor, leave me a comment. Let me know where you're watching from. I got a star goal here today at 5,000 stars. First star, hey, first person to donate star here today. You're going to be in the running, baby. So let's get it cracking here today. Help me reach my first star goal of 5,000 stars as we talk about Micah Parsons being on the offensive side of the ball. Now we're getting to a Trayvon Diggs. Well, that's my second crazy prediction for Kellen Moore here this season is we're going to see Trayvon Diggs on the receiver side of the ball. He's going to line up as a receiver at some point. Why? Well, I think some of my smart Cowboy fans have already answered that question here today. And why? Well, I'm going to allude to that in just a minute here on why we need to see Trayvon Diggs line up as a wide receiver. Have we got our number 4 receiver identified here yet today in the comments? That's right, Mike. Right. Shout out to Tony Pollard's Barbecue down in Memphis. That's right, baby. Shout out to Pollard's Barbecue out there. Jesse Jameson checking in. He said, I watched Pollard's stats before he played for the Cowboys. That's what's up. Not a lot of Cowboy fans do their due diligence, especially the delusional Cowboy fans out there running around like zombies. Brains. You know, they run around saying, Pollard's a better running back than Ezekiel Elliott. You know, this is old saying, don't get into an argument with a fool because from afar, nobody knows who's who. You follow what I'm saying? You're picking up what I'm putting down here today, baby. But yes, Trayvon Diggs played receiver in high school too as well. You know, these players that are coming out now, they're multifaceted. It's almost going to be the standard that you're going to have to be a two-way type of Deion Sanders player. Anybody remember Prime Time? You know, they call me Coach Prime. Shout out to Prime Time out there, baby. Woo, I get my daily motivation from following Prime Time over there on Instagram, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Dallas Diva on the block, baby. She says she's coming back for you, Michelle, on that number 3rd spot. She's down there with 3,500 stars right in the running. She is in the running now for this cup. I know she got some drinks she want to put in that cup. Maybe some Troy Aikman beer. Thank you for your 3,500 stars here today. Remember, Shamika, those stars are going towards that Jason Witt jersey. Thank you for my military veterans. You know, salute the service. Always know how to get the party cracking. But yes, we're going to see Trayvon line up. And why is that? Well, because, hell, we don't even know who our 4th wide receiver is right now. Could it be Tolbert? Could it be Washington? Hell, is Simi Fioco going to make the team? I mean, is Dalton Schultz even going to be there? I mean, we're going to probably see a lot of Jake Ferguson in training camp, right? A lot of Jake Ferguson probably in preseason, right? As there is a lot of hype around this other Jake. You know, the kid that we drafted, the tight end. There's a lot of question marks out there, and there's still a lot of time left before we even get to training camp. Rookies are due to report on the 26th. Veterans are due to report on the 28th. But these 2 crazy predictions, I'm telling you, Kellen Moore's got some pressure on him this year. You know, they did some job interviews with him this year. What if he doesn't have a great year like he had last year? The bar is set very high. The number 1 offense in the league last year. He can't do nothing but win a Super Bowl to top that. Anything else would be, like what they say, uncivilized. What up, Tim Miller? I see you. He says Pollard is good after Zeke punishes the defense. Well, that's what we call teamwork. One's a burst, one's a bruise. You get the burst or you get the bruise. I mean, I like to have both the burst and the bruise. And I know somebody going to have a brew in here, especially my girl Dallas Diva over there. She's going to probably put some brew up in this cup. So, who else is going to get in the running here today? Help me reach my goal of 5,000. Once we get to 10,000, baby, I got something else. How many of y'all like Tyron Smith? I'm telling y'all, offensive line going to have to do something this season. I found this while cleaning out my closet, man. This got a JSA certificate on it and everything. So, Tyron Smith, number 77 offensive lineman. If that's your dude or you know somebody, tag them in the comments, baby. We're talking about these 2 crazy predictions for Kellen Moore here today, baby, as we close out the month of June. So, just remember, when you participate with the STAR program here, you're always in the running for something major. If you haven't been paying attention, there is a challenge this weekend for July 4th weekend. We got Independence Day weekend coming up. So shout out to all my military veterans out there standing to watch. You know, if you grill on the weekend, if you grill on the holidays, or if grilling is your thing because you know we out in the heat right now, you know, check out that poster or that post that we just put up with the Dallas Cowboys chef apron hat. We got the chef apron hat for Independence Day weekend. So watch the shows this weekend. We're going to have our Cowboy cousin on here, Dallas Diva, on Cowboy Cousins on Saturday. So for supporter Saturdays, do me a favor, turn on your notifications, baby. We have a special show there. My Cowboy cousin, my Air Force veteran right there who I connected with off on LinkedIn. Appreciate you tuning in here today. We got big things popping here this season, baby. We just quite frankly built different. We don't go to sleep. We stay tapped in. This is a lifestyle, y'all. So make sure you run over to Starfest here with Facebook before it's too late and register to get your star so you can be in the running to not only get that chef apron hat, but also the Cowboys custom NFL officially licensed merchandise grill Tones, the fork, all that, the burger flipper, everything, baby. Y'all see him, check him out on the post up there. Make sure to go get your stars, baby. But let's get back to these two crazy predictions. It's not too far-fetched. I believe we'll see at some point this season, Micah Parsons on the offensive side of the ball. And I believe we're going to see Trayvon Diggs. Trayvon Diggs is probably going to be the first to be on the offensive side of the ball. And that's because we don't know who our fourth wide receiver is. Say, worst case scenario, Dalton doesn't get a deal done. Gallup, we know, is not going to be there. And maybe CeeDee Lamb's got to take a play off to tie his shoe or something. Who is Dak actually going to target? These are some question marks that we got going into camp. We don't have a lot of depth at wide receiver, it seems. Has anybody seen Noah Brown? Has anybody seen Noah Brown? I think I seen him on the back of a milk cart last time at some point. What is Noah Brown? Are we going to see an emergence of Noah Brown? Somebody's got to emerge out of that wide receiver core, and if we don't, it's a great possibility we're going to see Trayvon Diggs line up as a wide receiver. Now, this is just my opinion. Now, these are two crazy predictions for Kellen Moore this season. Kellen Moore's on a contract year, essentially, and we know Mike McCarthy's on a contract year, right? Because Jerry Jones already came out there and said, y'all stop pulling that shit out of thin air that I'm going to hire Sean Payton if Mike McCarthy don't get it. Hell, the NFL Network's already leaked it out and said that Mike McCarthy's probably going to get fired by the middle of the year. So when you hear rhetoric like that coming from the media, is it true? I don't know. But a lot of times when you see smoke, there's always fire. And so with this pressure, both mounted on the offensive coordinator when it comes to Kellen Moore, also Coach Money Mike, I definitely see Trayvon Diggs lining up as a wide receiver faster than I see Micah Parsons on the offensive side of the ball. But Micah Parsons is just flat out a competitor, y'all. You can feel like the way you want to feel that you don't want him there. I feel the same way too. But you know what I mean? Coaching is about finding your players and using their talents to win. As we see a different type of NFL player essentially come in through the ranks now where they can do multiple things. Micah Parsons, apparently he played, linebacker? Where is that at? Where my notes at? He played defensive end, linebacker, and running back, and special teams in high school. You think it's any clue? He's out there trying to race Nick Chubb and Tyreek Hill, baby cheetah. There's only one lion in the jungle. And Trayvon Diggs, y'all know I don't follow college football. Apparently played for the Crimson Tide out there. And Nick Saban, such a great leader, told Trayvon Diggs, look, our wide receiver group is too deep, baby. You need to think about playing some defense. Might have been the best advice Trayvon Diggs ever had. Would you not agree? Cole Stone says Diggs are probably going to line up. I heard that. King Sharon says, I just so happen to love me some Witten as well. Uh-oh. Appreciate that. The stars, I think we're at 1,200. I can't see the tracker on the stars yet, y'all. I'm sorry. I apologize. Otherwise, I see Brandon. Oh, well, let me just stop, the train right there. 12,440 stars. I think my man King Sharon, he said he's back in the building, Michelle. Actually, I'm going to have to go over here to my dashboard. This might be a close race here today between Brandon King Sharon and Michelle Thompson, the fantasy sports guru. Michelle Thompson was one half of the ladies in our sports group. Shout out to Crystal. Crystal and Michelle were one team together. They were kicking all the guys' asses in the fantasy football league this year, including mine. Well, I got them once, but they got me in the long run. So shout out to Michelle. Shout out to King Sharon. Thank you for your donation of 1,200 or 12,440 stars. He said he like him some Sharon. He like him some Jason Witten too. Michelle, where you at? I know it's a little bit tough for her to get on right now, as it might be home court advantage for you, King Sharon, because Michelle might not be able to get on here today. But let me go to the dashboard and see where we're at as we talk about my two crazy predictions here today when it comes to Kellen Moore and this offense. Like we opened it up. This is nothing grabbing out of thin air. Micah Parsons has been on 4 months ago, was on the Rich Eisen show. And Rich Eisen was asking him about how's that going in terms of you playing offense for the Cowboys. And here's what Micah had to say. He says, I don't think they've seen my vision. Well, I hear you, young lion. I hear you, because nobody can see like the lion, especially in the king of the jungle, if you know what I'm saying. As King Sharon here is probably laid down the most stars here to help us reach our star goal here today. So thank you, King Sharon. Thank you for Shamika for getting up on here. We have now unlocked all levels. So top star giver choice here today. Oh, look at that. Even Jason Witten, I brought his little safety blanket with him. So shout out to my girl Leslie over in Florida. You know what I mean? I got this Funko Pop she donated here today. This is a Tony Romo Funko Pop. Y'all remember I always told y'all that Tony Romo's safety blanket was old Jason Witten, right? So this is the third prize we're going to put in here today. So top star earner gets to pick the prize that they want. Thank you for unlocking that. And remember, anybody who donates stars here today is in the running for this Jason Witten Salute the Service jersey, as we talk about our veterans here today, as we talk about game-changing players. Essentially, NFL players coming into the ranks now have to be able to do multiple things. You know, you think maybe Deion Sanders was a little ahead of his time. Maybe think Bo Jackson was a little ahead of his time. You know, two sport athletes, people think that's crazy. I think there's some stat maybe with Deion Sanders. I think he caught a touchdown and hit a home run in the same week as a professional athlete, or something to that effect, maybe even in the Super Bowl. I can't remember. Some fact checkers out there going to let me know. But shout out to Prime out there, baby. Coach Prime down there. He's doing wonderful things out there at Jackson State University. I don't follow college football, but hey, I follow Prime. But he basically was out there as a two-star athlete. And I'm going to tell you, these guys can play on both sides of the ball. It's proven since their high school roots. It's not going to be anything new if we see either of these guys on the offensive side of the ball. For one, they want to help this team win. You got to understand, Micah Parsons is the ultimate competitor. He's literally transcending the NFL game before our eyes. Brandon says she's here. Uh-oh. Michelle must be over there lurking. She must be over there trying to, I'm telling y'all, go over there and grab your stars while you're at it, baby. Stay at it. Stars Fest ends today. You know, we're going to have 4 shows throughout the holiday weekend. This weekend, like I said, there's a chef apron hat on the line, Dallas Cowboys chef apron and hat, and also a griller set. So top star giver through this month or through this holiday weekend's shows is going to win that prize for your grill this summer. So shout out to all of the folks supporting the page here, especially the 120 some odd green badges that seem to be fighting it out here for this jersey here today. If you like what we're doing here today, or maybe you learned something new here today, or you kind of like the vibe here and what we got going on, we're real fans who like to connect off these Facebook streets at live events. Do me a favor, turn on your notifications, baby. This is not your typical fan page. We stay boots on ground. We stay locked in. We are what we call ourselves the 15%ers of the Dallas Cowboy fan base. Team No Sleep. As Michelle has got in with another 100 stars, she said, service in and out. We are not going anywhere anytime soon here. We're still going to ride here with you. So thank you for all of those folks donating stars here today. Like I said, if you like the content, do me a favor, hit that green badge, support the content here. This content don't happen. I'm working hard over here for my supporters. Like I said, I put these videos in our secret supporter group over there, like Micah Parsons highlights. If you want to go over there to YouTube, you can check it out at Nittany Nation 38 on YouTube. So shout out to Nittany Nation 38 on YouTube. That's where I seen that video over there. I shared it in the secret supporter group. And shout out to the NFL Network too as well. That's where I seen that video with Michael Irvin talking to both Trayvon Diggs and Micah Parsons. But it's over there in the secret supporter group as we talk about my two crazy Kellen Moore predictions here today. And that is, we're going to see Micah Parsons on the offensive side of the ball, and we're going to see Trayvon Diggs on the offensive side of the ball. I don't think it's too far-fetched, and from the looks of it, my Cowboy cousins, I think, are kind of vibing the same way. Let's get over here. Let's check it out. Let's see what the live dashboard has got to say. Let's see who's in the star runner right now. If it'll give me an accurate, updated look. Oh, live right there. So, King Sharon at 12,440 is in the lead. Dallas Diva at 3,500. Thank you, Bill Pugh, for your 840 stars. Thank you, Ted Sartalis, for your 500 stars. Thank you, Michelle Thompson. I see your 100 stars there too as well. And we go to the top senders for the month. King Sharon is clearly in the lead now at almost 24,000 stars. Woo! Talking about coming out hard today. I love my Cowboy cousins. I love my smart Cowboy fans. My Cowboy cousins out there that get it, baby. So if you get it here too, and you're part of this 15% of the fan base that stays tapped in, do me a favor. Turn on the notifications, because Michelle Thompson, you're at 15,000 right now. So essentially, you'd have to put up about another 9,000 stars to get onto there. So let me know if you're going to do that. If not, we're going to wrap the show up here today. I appreciate all those folks participating in this. You got to go over here and get involved with this grill set. So if you don't know what stars is, it's a virtual currency. Like I tell y'all, part of my job here is to make sure my followers and everybody here understands what goes on these Facebook streets. Stars is a virtual currency that you can purchase here on Facebook, and you can donate to creators like myself who can go out and get these cool ass prizes like these grill sets and these salute to service authentic jerseys. You know what I mean? We got certified autographed stuff. This is not somebody from down the street we had that mimicked it and made it look like it and put a fake sticker on the back. This is like legit, baby. We like MC Hammer over here. Too legit to quit. But I appreciate everybody tuning in here today. Especially the star donators. We just got on the stars. So stars are a virtual currency. Like I said, go over there and register. We're going to have some shows here this holiday weekend. I'm going to have my Cowboy cousin, Dallas Diva, on the show. You're going to be, and a bidding war has begun. I don't think we're going anywhere, as Michelle Thompson has just dropped a 13,105 piece. Y'all are watching this here live here today. Let me refresh. My goodness. When Cowboy fans say they want something, they want something. I wish Jerry Jones had this kind of pursuit for a title. I wish that Mike McCarthy could see this kind of action here going on in front of us, baby. Let's get over here and let's take a look at where the ranking file is as of right now. That puts about 5,000 stars between Michelle Thompson and King Sharon. Michelle with a whopping 28,205 stars right now, and King Sharon with a whopping 23,280 stars. Well, I appreciate y'all donating them stars, be able to help your cousin get boots on ground around this season. It's going to be real important, and we're going to increase the value of the types of prizes we have here today, too, as well. As you can see, this Jason Witten authentic jersey is a $200 value. So thank you for those folks. And here comes King Sharon with another 4,900 piece. I think King Sharon is unhatching his strategic plan that he may have alluded to in my DM. I see you over there, big dog. Number love for you, baby. Shout out to Red Hot Construction. That's what I said. I think I might do a whole year worth of free promotion for my guy, Brandon Reddock, over there with Red Hot Construction. He's a diehard Cowboy fan. He's getting down here with the Cowboy cousins. He stays tapped in. I mean, this guy is up on roofs working, and he manages to get in the gym. And right now, he barely holds a 500-point lead. 28,820 stars for King Sharon. Michelle Thompson at 28,305. I don't know, Michelle, are you going to go out like that? I mean, we could stay here all day if y'all want to. Let's watch it unfold. But shout out to not only the two game changers we talked about here today when it comes to Micah Parsons and it comes to Trayvon Diggs. Shout out to the game changing Cowboy cousins, King Sharon and Michelle Thompson out of the Bay Area. So y'all know the rest, baby. If you're a green badge checking in here today and you're watching this unfold, do me a favor, share this so you can see how we get down. Here comes King Sharon with another 24 piece. I think he just upped the ante. He may have put the dagger in Michelle Thompson's campaign. I don't know. Is it true? Let's go back. Let's refresh. I think that puts a clear lead between him and Michelle Thompson, as King Sharon is at a 31,260 whopping stars. Man, I thought I'd never see the day, y'all. Y'all are making your boy smile from ear to ear here today. I appreciate every one of you donating all of your stars today. All stars matter. And like I said, stick around here. Let's give out some more shout outs. Tommy Carico, I see you, baby. Let's go through the list. Brian Lewis with 99. Thank you. Dro with 99. Thank you. Oh, that's this month. Let's go to the live. Let's see who's on the live here. Yeah, Ted Sartalis with the 500. Bill Pugh, 840. Thank you, Shamika, for getting the party started. It took a veteran to get the party started here today. Michelle Thompson at 13,000 and King Sharon at 19,000. And I think that wraps it up, Michelle, unless you got a Hail Mary in your pocket. Shout out to the original 88 here today. We've been talking about these two crazy predictions that I have about Kellen Moore here today. I appreciate y'all joining me. I definitely appreciate everybody who's donated here stars. Y'all have definitely made this a starry-eyed evolution, if you know what I mean. And I love hanging out here with my stars and especially my Cowboy cousins here that absolutely get it. I love smart Cowboy fans. Make sure y'all go over there and see my man at Red Ock Construction. If you need your house built or something like that, he's actually looking for people to help him in his business over there. So if you're even looking for a job, check out what my man Brandon Red Ock. He looks like he's the king of the Jason Witten jersey when it comes to the stars. I appreciate everybody tuning in today. It's your boy, BG, the Cowboys Unifier. Thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure y'all share this on somebody's timeline. And turn on your notifications. It's been a star-studded event, baby. We got Independence Day upon us. Y'all be safe out there. We're going to tap in here over the next 4 days so you can learn how you can win this grill set. We'll see y'all on the next video.